Errands are a major source of seal crystals, and if you optimize them well enough, you can bring your daily average cube income to almost 50. In this guide, I will be focusing on limited errands as they drop most of the rewards. Limited errands can contain 1, 2, or 3 seal crystals, 2 god crystals, or wood, which is useless. There are actually 2 types of limited errands. This is why you sometimes see 6 limiteds spawn at once. The first type of limited errands spawn when you spend spirit points in battle. If you are player level 100 or above, you will have to spend 44 spirit points to spawn one of these errands. Except the first errand of the day, which will take 2.5 times that amount or 110 spirit points. These errands will take either 1 or 2 hours to complete, and they will despawn in 2 hours if you don't send anyone to do them. If you spend another 44 spirit points, a 4th errand will be queued. When one of the 3 errands is either completed or despawns, this queued errand will immediately spawn. The game will also keep track of how many spirit points you have spent in that in-game day. If you spend a lot of spirit points at the start of the day, just spending another 5 spirit points is enough to spawn another errand. This works 99% of the time, but sometimes the game just insists that you spend the full 44 spirit points. A maximum of 20 of this type of errand can spawn on each day. The second type of limited errand will spawn automatically from server time 2200 hours to 0200 hours. Server time is GMT plus 0, and if you're unsure about this, you can always Google it or check the Touhou LostWord Discord. These type of errands have their own 3 slots to spawn in, which is why you sometimes see up to 6 limiteds. 3 of these errands will spawn every hour between 2200 hours and 0200 hours. If you don't send anyone to do it, it will expire at the end of the hour, and a new errand will take its place. If you send someone to do it, that errand slot will be occupied for 2 hours, and another errand of this type cannot spawn in that slot. Keeping this in mind, you should never do these wood errands. Instead of wasting 2 hours on them, let them expire at the end of the hour, and a new errand will spawn. When you complete one of these errands, the errand spawned at the start of the hour will take its place. For example, here, at 0052 hours, I complete these 2 errands. The errands that spawned at the start of the hour will take their place. If they are cube errands, I can do them, and if they are wood errands, I can wait another 7 minutes for them to despawn. Keeping all this in mind, this is how you optimize your errands. Between server time 2200 hours and 0200 hours, complete the automatically spawning errands. Try not to spend too many spirit points for the first 2 hours after server resets, as you might overspawn the errands. Remember that you only can do 3 at a time. Afterwards, spend spirit points in battle to spawn the type 1 errands. If you get a 1 hour wood errand, you may choose to complete it in order to spawn the next errand quicker. This is only recommended if you struggle to complete the 20 type 1 errands in a day. Otherwise, you should just ignore it and do a daily errand instead. Daily errands take 1 or 2 hours to complete, and there is about a 1 in 3 chance for them to drop a cube. A wood limited errand will take 2 hours to despawn. In that time, you can either do 1 2-hour daily or 2 1-hour dailies. It's worth to do these even if they do not contain cubes, as when completed, another will spawn in its place. After completing 10 dailies in a day, newly spawned dailies will instead take half an hour or 1 hour to complete. At this point, you can potentially get a lot of seal crystals, so some players will choose to skip god crystal limited errands to do more daily errands. Here are some frequently asked questions. You can only send 1 of each unique friend on errands. It does not matter which friends you send or what levels they are. Higher level errands supposedly drop more rewards, but this is very hard to test. The exact chances of a cube dropping is unknown, but from my experience it's at least 50%. If you have less than 18 friends, put more friends in the errands with more seal crystals. If you have any other questions, you can ask on Discord. That's it for today, and I hope you learned something new. Click here for a playlist with more guides, or click here to subscribe.